are live here for the Season 3 Suzuka Japanese Grand Prix here in Suzuka. And here is a little track guide around Suzuka. So, we'll start off at the line. Alright, so here we go. This is your DRS straight, and then we're going to go down into turn number 1 right here, and then through turn 2, and then through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's going to get fun up through here through 8, then 9, and up through the hairpin, which is turn. This is 10, and then up through 11. So that's going to be a good overtaking zone. Good overtaking zone. And through 12. And then you can use some of your battery through to maybe overtake, but here we go through 13. Really can't dive bomb through there, then 14, and then this isn't a DRS straight, but you could overtake here if you are close and you are using some battery. Then here through a high speed corner. Through the chicane, 16 and 17, and through 18, right over here, and then this is your track guide for the Japanese Grand Prix. Get in the lobby for the race. So this is an 18 turn track, only one DRS zone, which is down to pit straight. Couple overtaking zones. Should be a fun one here for race 2 of season 3. This should be a fun one. Full qualifying, so 3 rounds of qualifying. Last week's winner was Gibby. Going in that race, Zeus was looking like the favorite, but he had some competition off the start. Gibby's and Zeus was trading blows back and forth, but it came down to track limits. So that's where Zeus got a time penalty. He crossed the line first, but wound up P2 as Gibby's picked up the win. Could we see Zeus get some redemption here in Suzuka? We will find out here shortly. This is going to be a difficult track to pass on. I mean, only one DRS zone. But there's a lot of places where you could try to overtake. It's gonna be difficult. In the chat, tell us who your pick to win is. Should be going here shortly. Start broadcast is there, but oh, nice. Next week we are racing at. We will be racing at. Let me check real quick. We will be racing at Bahrain, so it should be good weather there. But announcement with this F1 League, we are starting a D2, a Division 2 series, so we will get another series of F1 racing. So should be nice and should be fun. It should be starting here soon, hopefully. Here we go, starting here in about 24 seconds. Here we go. Oh shit. Here we go. Another first car coming out. Looks like it's the Aston Martin. It looks like it is Swarma coming out. The first one to go out on track. Plaza also in the Rebel out on track. So is Bluey Dalga. So this is Bill Lyon race. Bill Lyon. Let me fix something real quick. Hold on. Yeah. Here we go. Gibby's last week's winner still in the pit box. You got a McLaren going out. Who is that? It's OWR coming out, and that's Roy already out on track. Right along here with Swarma. Warming up the tires. He's going to be the first one to set a flying lap down. Everything's set up here. Here we are. DRS open down the front straight. He's going to be heading for turn number 1. He has a car coming out in front of him, but he's going to let him by through 1 and 2. And then coming up on this little straightaway before he heads towards 3. Now up through 4, and then 5. Then 6. And then 7. Here he goes through turn 8 and then, hold on, sorry, through the hairpin of 11. It looks like he's already running low on fuel, but that is normal during these qualifying sessions. Through 14 now on this straightaway. It's going to be taking him towards 15. Through 15 now, coming through the chicane of 16 and 17. Aces it perfectly. Now through 18. Now it's a home run to the line. Going to want to cut it as short as possible. First lap down, it's 1:29.4. Then the next car up is a Red Bull. Looks like it is Plaza. That might just be starting his lap now. His last lap might have been deleted. As Blue Doggo goes P2 with the 1:31.5. There's AlphaTauri now. Coming up to 11. Did you hear that Alpine engine? Coming up through 12 now. Now to 13. Nova Mango 130 flat. OWR 129.7. Got the. Sorry, let's get back on him. Here he goes. Biggie Bez goes with the 129.2. Then here's the Alpine. Going through 18 now. What is he going to get? He's going to go to 5th. Bro Savage now. Goes a little wide. Has a little moment there. On the exit of 14. Now coming down through 15. Plaza goes to 4th. The Bro Savage let off a little bit there through 15. Now through 16 and 17. From what this looks at it right now, this ain't gonna be a good lap. Goes to 10th. Now Gibby's in the 7. Out of 9. Coming through 10, heading for 11. Last week's winner. On softs. Couldn't use that corner to his advantage because he had a car on the outside there. Couldn't use all the track he wanted. Might hinder his lap here a little bit. Now coming to out of 14 now. Down the straightaway. Not a DRS straight. But if you have a lot of battery, you can use it to your advantage down the straightaway. Now coming through 15. Through the chicane of 16 and 17. Zeus goes with a 129.1. Gibby's going to go on top with a 128.6. Picking up where he left off last week. Now, here's Spark going in the Williams. On the straightaway. Through 15. Downshifting the 7th up to 8th now through 16 and 17. You gotta ace this. You don't want to have tire spin off of 17 now through 18. You want to cut it as short as possible. And here we go. We're just going to put him to. It's going to put him to 5th. Now Toxin now. Heading towards 15. Then 16 and 17. Of the Ferrari. He went P10 on the board. Now, here's NASCAR boy starting his lap on a pair of softs. Has a car right in front of him that's going to mess up his lap already. Who was that? Looks like it might have been the Haas that impeded him. Expect a penalty coming to that guy. What? NASCAR has to be frustrated with that. That lap ruined. Now here's Jules coming. Messed that up. He got beached there a little bit, and that's going to mess up his lap there. But Mechie still on a lap. Through 13, and then coming through 14. Very smooth. One of the last guys that hasn't set a lap yet. Through 15, now coming towards the chicane. You want to hit your marks through this part of the track. Set you up for that front straightaway. Short run to the line. This is going to bump him up to 9th. OWR coming into the pits plaza. Looks like he might be on a lap now. Slotted in 7th position as of now. They're in the Red Bull. Through 14, coming down the straightaway, a little wide, keeps it on track, no track limits. Through 15 now, ace that. Through the chicane, looks like he aces that too. Gonna use as much curb as possible, and here he goes. It's gonna bump him up to, stays in 7th. Stays in 7th. Looks like, is Mechie going for another lap? He was. Messed that up there a little bit. I don't know if he's planning on going, if he was going on another lap or not. Looks like he's not. And but here's Bill Lyon. And the Haas machine. Through 13 and 14 now. Like he's not on a flyer either. But Zeus on an out lap, trying to get back to the top of the board right now. Remember, this is a full qualifying, so you have all 3 rounds. And here he goes. Battery deployed. DRS open. Down the front straightaway, heading into 1. Then 2. Then up through the S's. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Looks like he's acing that pretty well. And he's coming to 8 and 9. Pretty good through there. Now coming up to a little wide. Lap doesn't get invalidated though. Through 10 to the hairpin of 11. Using as much track as possible. And then coming up through 12 and up through 12. Goes a little wide again, hurting his lap again. This is just Q1, but is he wasting a pair of sauce? You have to think he was safe to make it through, but here it comes through the chicane of 16, 17. Using as much battery as possible, he's gonna go. Stays in P2. He just wasted a set of sauce for nothing. K-Foz now on a lap, coming through 13. And the Aston Martin, his teammate Swarmer P5 on the board right now. Top 15 makes it. Bottom 5 gets eliminated. Sorry about that. And K5 stays in 12th. Here's Socken. Now in the kick Sauber. Through the chicane. Taking it pretty being careful through that part of the track. He's gonna go to P16. Bumps Bill lying down. NASCAR boy, he has to get out soon. 4:20 left. He's still not set a time. I wouldn't have waited this long, because if the same thing happens on this flyer, you might not make it to the next round. And I think that the McLaren garage is getting ready. There, it looks like he is going to be sent out. That might be his teammate, actually. Is that NASCAR boy going out? Oh! You got 2 cars out. That's Toxin and Salkin now. DNF'd out of qualifying. NASCAR boy out on his outlap now. Mango on his lap. He's P8 on the board, safe as of now, but anything can happen. You just want to make sure you're safe. Coming to 8 and 9. This part of the track's easy to mess up. Looks like he aces it perfectly. Through the hairpin of 11. Track is pretty clear. Swarma is retired from the session. You don't have to worry about going out for another round. Or for another lap. He looks safe. Mingo might not be on the lap. Looks like he is, though. Saving all that battery for the straightaway. Then coming through 15. When NASCAR boy starts his lap, you're going to keep an eye on him. The chicane aces it. Now, the short run to home, it's going to bump him up to P3 on the board. NASCAR boy on his lap now, coming up through 10. And then 11. Now on this straightaway, can he make it to the next round? A lot of pressure on him. Through the chicane, no ERS left. He won't. Looks like he might not need it now. Through 18 now. Where is he gonna bump him to? He's gonna bump him up to second. What a lap! Only a 10th off of Gibby's. He is safe. Now, Bro Savage on a lap to hopefully get he messes up turn 1. That's going to hurt him for the rest of this lap. He needs a good lap. And Bill Lyon looks like he is out of this qualifying session. Through 8 and 9. Pretty good there for Bro Savage and the other V-Carb. Oh, a little messy there through 11. Took it a little bit wide, but a decent corner exit. Now, up through 13, up through 12, and 13, and then 14. Not a clean 13 there. Now into the chicane. I don't think this lap has it. Just didn't look clean enough. Little mistakes here and there. I don't think he has enough to advance, but let's see what he does. He goes P16. He is out of qualifying. Go down to the eliminations there. Toxin, Berber, Savage, Suckin, and Bill Lyon out of qualifying. Here we go for Q number 2. Got the Red Bull going out. That might be Zeus. Yes, it is. He's the first car out. He might be saving all of his stuff for later. He's looking to pick up the win he thought he should have had in Australia. He looked stellar in qualifying. He looked stellar in the race, but Gibby's outperformed him when it mattered the most. Forced Zeus into a mistake, getting him a course-cutting penalty and track limits penalty. Zeus came across the line, P1, but fell down to P2. Looking for a bounce back. We'll ride on board with Zeus on this lap. Everyone out on track but Bluey Doggo and the Alpine. Gonna head down towards 1. Now heading for 2. Then 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. And now this is one of the part of the tracks you can mess up, like I said earlier in the show. It looks like he aces it that time. Coming through 15 now. And 16, 17. Perfect. Now through 18 now. Now it's a home run from there. He goes to the top of the board, the 129-2. Swarma with a 1:29.6 goes to the top of the board. You got a McLaren behind him. That is OWR with a 1:29.776. Here comes the Alpine now. Plaza P2. Where's the Alpine going to slot in at? P2 with a 1:29.1. Now you got the Aston now. Coming across the line. He's going to slot into P. He's going to start his lap. Nasser P2. Biggie Bez P3. United Darkness P4. Gibby's P1 with a 1:27.9. Half a second over. Second place to Swarma. Looking overdue. Jules goes to P10. Looks pretty good. A little bit over. He's going to spit it out. Right by pit entry. Just going to turn around. I'm going to go into the pits through there. The first half of that chicane looked pretty good. He just a little throttle happy there. And then he lost it. Low on battery for K-Foz. They're in that 25 Aston Martin. Is he going to get a little bit of toe off the Alpine in front of him? This could help him out a little bit if he's close enough. You use him as pretty much like a rabbit. Kind of drive, base your braking marks off. When he brakes, K-Foz is going to go up to 10th. Sparks now, the other Williams out on a hot lap now. Now come across the line to start his actual lap. 9 minutes left in queue number 2. Bottom 5 gets knocked out. No qual after these 9 minutes. 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars on track. But looks like the Mercedes and the Williams goes in. John Mechie P8 as of now. Gibby's looking pretty lonely there on the top of the board. Little lockup there from Spark, but he keeps it on track. Lap time is invalidated for Sparks. He's gonna have to. That's gonna end this lap before it really even started. Jesus, on an out lap now. K-Foz is going to be going down to the pits. Zeus now on an out lap. Slotting in P7. He is not comfortable. He isn't looking as strong as he did last week. But he might have. Both Red Bulls now on an out lap. Everyone on track, everyone in the pits, but the 2 Red Bulls. Looks like a Williams is coming out on track. That, if I have to guess, is Jules. And here comes John Mechie out on track 2. The Mercedes. The silver Arrow is going to stop on track to make sure he's well behind the Williams in front of him. So here's Zeus on his flyer now, looking to jump up the leaderboard to be feel a little bit more comfortable. Perfect. S is, oh, a little bit of oversteer there. You've seen it. The back stepped out, but he keeps it under control. Through 6. Now up through 7. through 8 and 9. Pretty clean, pretty clean. Now, heading up through 13. He has a lot of battery left. He has the Mercedes in front. He's going to use the Mercedes as a little bit of tow. He's going to step out right now. Smart move, getting a little bit of slipstream off of that Mercedes. Using all that battery now. Down in the 16. Then 17. You don't want to make a mistake through here. You're almost home. Through 18 now. And it's going to be a dash to the line. He's going to jump up to P2 with a 128 flat. Less than a tenth off of Gibby's. Plaza. Looks like he must have made a mistake on his lap because he's going extra slow. Here's Jules now on his lap. Jules is slotted in 11th right now. Last guy that has put down a time. About 5/10 down off a tenth of K-Foz. He's almost home free. This is the easy part of the track right here. A fast left-hander now through the chicane. Looks like he hits it perfectly. Don't want to make a mistake like that Haas did. Through 18. Oh, he's pitting. Okay. Wow. All that calm thing. Forgot that was. Here's John Mechie, anyways. Using all the battery he can use. Through the sweeping left-hander now. Through the chicane. 4 minutes left. He's going to cross the line. He's going to jump up to stays 8th. Here's the Haas now. Haas up through 7. He was almost to the line. Came out of 17 and looped it around. So he threw that lap away. But what can you do on this lap? He's in the danger elimination as of now. So is Blue Doggo, Spark, and Jules. Going to use all of his battery down this straight. Saved it for this moment of the lap. Having some more battery to use. He might be able to use it off the chicane. Can he make it out of this corner? Yes, he does. A lot cleaner than the first time through. Where's he going to slot in? He's going to go to 3rd. John Mechie now on a lap. Actually, this time. Going to have some battery to use too. Looking pretty good. And he's pitting again. Oh my god. Oh, looks like Swarmer looped it around on his flyer. That's gonna hurt him, but he looks safe. He looks pretty safe. Spark also around. His lap invalidated too. Plaza now on a lap. Up through 3, then 4, and then 5. And then up through 7. You might have used that. You tapped that curb there. You probably unsettled the car. But now through 8, 9, looking pretty good. United Darkness has retired from this session. So has Swarma. But they look pretty safe to make it to the next round. Swarma is safe to make it to the next round. United Darkness, he looks safe right now, but it can change. Plaza lap looking pretty good. A little wide. Just keeps it on track. He did not high side it there on that curb. Now through 15. His teammate Zeus P2 on the board. No. He's gonna come across the line. He's gonna jump up to 6. Now K-Foz. And Jules. Lap looking pretty good for Jules. Where he's gonna jump up to. You're gonna jump up to 12th. That's gonna end qualifying. On the radio, Swarmer said he had purple sectors and spun it around, wasting a pair of saws. It's gonna be the end of Q number 2. Now, have one more round to go until it's race time. See the bottom. You see the eliminations there. Spark, Jules, K-Foz, and Bluey Doggo are eliminated from this qualifying session. Now, here is the main, the Q3 to find out who's starting on pole position. Should be a fun one. Gibbies looks like he has this qualifying under control, but Zeus was on his tail. But also might have. We're about to see who's the first one to go out there. Who's going to be the first one? Looks like there goes Red Bull. There goes Aston. Red Bull's coming out. So is the Aston. So is the McLaren coming out. That looks like it's NASCAR boy coming out. Swarmer's out. Plaza's out. NASCAR boy out on the outlap. So is the other Red Bull. Wait, sorry, that's the V carb. And you got the Ferrari and the other Red Bull. This is gonna be track's getting busy now. After one goes, everyone's going. Gibbies warming up the engine. Everyone out on track but Mechi and Mango. I'm excited for this qualifying session. Got Biggie Bez there in that Monza Ferrari livery. Track is very, very busy. Plaza's going to be the first one that's going to be able to set a lap down. Here he goes. Long straightaway. Then into turn number 1. Braking for turn 2. Hard on the throttle. And then here we go through 3. 4. Then through 9, heading up through 10 and 11. The hairpin can make or break your lap. Looks like a pretty clean turn 11. Now you gotta be easy on the throttle, but you wanna be aggressive on it too. Hard up through the throttle. Now coming through turn 12. And then turn 13. You could have a mistake in this corner. Looks like it's pretty clean though. Then through 14. Hard on the throttle. Now down the straightaway. Almost home free. You got a sweeping left-hander. Then a chicane of 16, 17. And then a right-hander and turn 18. Now, here we go through 16. And then 17. Looking pretty good. And then through 18. And then coming to the line, it's going to be a 1:29.1. You got the Haas of Mango starting his lap. You got the Aston of Swarma with a 1:28.6. And then the McLaren NASCAR boy is going to come across the line with a 1:28 flat. And you got the V car of Gibbies. What is he going to get? It's going to be a 1:28.1. 5/10 clear of Swarma. Then the Ferrari Biggie Bez 1:28.4. Then you got the other McLaren with a 1:28.6 slots in the 6th place. Jesus with a 1:27.6. 5/10 clear over Gibbies. He said on the radio he has something left in the tank, and surely he does. Darkness goes in the 7th. Then Nova. Him and Mechi, the last one to complete a lap. Looking pretty clean on the battery. 7 minutes left in this qualifying session. But Zeus, he looked pretty comfortable up on top as of now. That's the Zeus I remember from last week. Nova is going to slot into P5 with a 1:28.6. Then Mechi, just beginning his lap, now up through 7. Got to be easy on the throttle. Now coming through 8. This one of the difficult corners now. Then through 9. Then through 10. Then to the hairpin of 11. Can make or break your lap. One of those technical sections of the racetrack. downshifting there quite early. Didn't look like a good 14 compared to the others. He's the last one to set a lap. Zeus back on another outlap. Then through 16. And then through 18 now, it's going to slot him into P8 with a 1:29.2. Now, Meadows going to be coming down to pit road. 5:24 left on the clock. Looks like pits are very, very calm. Looks like we've got a Red Bull coming out. That might be Plaza. Gotta see. It could be Zeus. It is Plaza coming out. There's 7th place man. Wanting to get out on track before the track gets busy, because there is always a risk of someone impeding your lap. And the Alpine's thinking the same way, so is the McLaren. The Alpine and McLaren both going out. And that's OWR and United Darkness. Only about 3 cars on track after Muchie goes into the pits. OWR trying to bounce his way up out of 10th place. Don't want to be back in the mayhem. Like we seen last week on the race start, it was chaotic. I would expect the same thing for this race start. .330 left on the timer, and Plaza now starts his lap. Hard on the battery, DRS open, heading down into 1. Hard braking for turn 2, locked up a little bit. Gonna use as much track as possible on exit of 2, now through 3. Technical section of the track. Up through 4, 6, and then 7. Now through 8 and 9. Oh, wasn't the best 9 there. You gotta dip the right front in the grass, then dip the left front in the grass. Looks like he's gonna abort this lap. He realized it wasn't the best first sector of his lap, so why waste tires? But Darkness on a lap now through 9. And he has the McLaren right behind him. You see the McLaren pop, never mind. But through 11 now. Track is getting busy. Through 13 now. Has Darkness been saving? He goes a little wide. Lap invalidated. Now OWR now doesn't go wide like the Alpine in front of him. Using as much battery down the straightaway as he can use. Now through 9, through 16 and 17. Didn't look like there was a good first half of the chicane there. Is he gonna jump up the leaderboard? He stays the same. Swarming now on the lap. Here is Swarmer now heading down in the 15. Looking like a pretty good lap for him. Darkness has retired from the session. It's either going to start 9th or 10th. Where's Swarmer going to start though? He's going to clock in at a up to 3rd of the 128.1. Gibby's on a lap now. 5/10 down from Zeus. Swarma, not the lap he's looking for, but he's gonna, as of now, he's gonna think he's excited for 3rd place, but that can change. Qualifying is over. Oh, well, looks like the Ferrari made a mistake. Mango's gonna start 5th as of now. Here comes NASCAR boy though. Here he goes. This is the last gas. For him, he's gonna jump up to P4 with a 128.3. Plaza. Not lap P is looking for, but the Gibbies now coming down to the end. He has one more section to go. That's the chicane, and then it's home free now. Is he gonna jump up to P1? He doesn't. It's a 127.9. He does improve, but not enough. Zeus on pole for the Japanese Grand Prix here in Suzuka. What a lap there for Zeus. Saving it till Q3. And Swarma is going to start P3. Swarma's happy over the radio. NASCAR boy, P4 Biggie, Bez P5 Nova Mingo. P6 Plaza. P7 looks like he got caught up in something there in a group of cars. Machi P8 Darkness P9 and OWR is going to start P10. Zeus on pole by 2/10 over Gibbies. What a lap there for Zeus. That's going to wrap up qualifying now. We got the race next. Is this going to be an Australian GP race all over again? Take 2. This could be setting up for an amazing championship battle all season long, because the Gibbies and Zeus are just trading blows back and forth. Cars out on the grid getting ready to go. Should be a good one. If you're just now joining, we want to welcome you to race number 2 for the H&N F1 Racing League. We are in Suzuka for the Japanese Grand Prix. If you missed qualifying, it was an interesting one. Gibbies was on top of the board Q1 and Q2, but the one that made it out on top in Q3 is Zeus. But starting right behind him is Gibbies. This is going to be an interesting race. If it's just like Australia, this could be an interesting one. Gibbies trying to take the lead off the start one more time, but here we go for the formation lap. Take a look on the tires. Track, it looks like everyone is on mediums, but the Alpine of Darkness, who starts in 9th. So is the McLaren of OWR. The two Williams are on mediums, but then K-Foz on softs. And a couple drivers on softs. Should be interesting. You see the tire strategy there on the bottom. 2 stops. NASCAR DSQ'd from the formation lap, so that's going to hurt him if anything, because you won't have a full lap to warm up your tires like everyone else does. Here we go. It's gonna be an interesting one. Make sure you got the popcorn. Here we go. All the cars on the grid, ready to go. Just making sure they're all set. Here we go. Five red lights. And we are to go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Pretty clean off through 1. Oh, we got a car around. That looks like it is the Aston Martin around. That's K-Foz. Everyone else keeps it clean. Looks like a couple cars are getting swirled. Looks like the Williams off track up front. That is Sparks are off track. Oh, the Red Bull off track. That's Plaza off track. And the Alpine goes off track too. That's Doggy. Plaza making moves, trying to get back up through the pack. Looks like the Mercedes is off track. Oh, the Williams around. Chaos ensuing. Oh, the Mercedes hard on the wall. Front wing off. That's in the hairpin. Gonna have to pit for a new front wing. Spruxy. Terrible race start for him. But up front, they keep it clean. Zeus handles the lead good this time. And Plaza up to P12. Had that mistake there on the first half of the lap. And he's all the way making moves back up through the field already. Zeus holding strong in the lead. Gibby's right behind him. Swarma in P3. It's going to be hard to make moves around here. Sprites 3, second time penalty for corner cutting. Looks like he's pitting to fix that front wing. Terrible race start for him. Not what he was looking for. That NASCAR boy running in P4 right now. You got Nova P5, OWR P6. Battle here between United and Machi now. Mercedes going to take the place. This battle might not be over with yet. Got this long straightaway to battle it out. You're got a good run off of 14. Now, looking for a move on the straightaway, heading in the 15. Darkin with the best line through there. He takes P8 for Machi now. Got the pit strategies there on the bottom. Gibbies closing in on the Red Bull DRS. Oh, but he's making a move. Thought about it. Making Zeus look in his mirrors there. Just too far back. Swarma right on their bumper now. Right on the back wings of the top two. I have a battle here. Never mind. Oh, NASCAR boy getting a little bit of pressure there from Nova. Thought Nova was going to make a move through that part of the track, and Nova thinks better of it. And didn't have to worry about no dive bomb there for NASCAR boy. Cloudy conditions here in Japan. That's right along with Gibbies here. Can he gain on the Zeus? Not going to be close enough to make a move, but hopefully going to be close enough to be able to make a move on the front straightaway, saving as much battery as possible. Saving more than Zeus. Now just have to have a good exit off of this chicane. Looks like Zeus got the better run off. Gonna be 5/10 back. Won't be close enough to make a move. He might though. He's gonna make a move. Yes, he does. To the inside through one. New leader. Gibbies takes it. New leader here in Japan. That is Gibbies. Berber 7-3 second time penalty for corner cutting. Oh, contact there between those two. Like it got settled out there. Talks and now putting pressure on Plaza. Plaza recovering very, very nicely. He was down 16th now. There on lap 1, he's up to 10th. Back up in the points. Zeus back up to the lead. Don't know how he managed to do that. Might have been a mistake. We got a train of cars there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But Gibbies might be close enough to make another move. He has a lot more battery saved. Looks like NASCAR might have made a mistake. Yes, he does. Here comes Gibby's with another move to the lead. Same song, second verse, back-to-back laps with the same move. Up through the S's, up through 3, 4, 6, and up through 7. Lap 5 now, out of 27. Nova made a pass on NASCAR, where NASCAR has fallen 1 second off from the top 4. Might be issues going on with that McLaren. Darkness trying to run down Bez. Bez looked strong in the early parts of qualifying, and he looked strong last week until there was an accident between him and NASCAR boy. Looking clean though. Dawson on the back of the Red Bull of Plaza now. Looks like we got a yellow in sector 2. Might have been the Mercedes up front. Oh, we might have a pass here for P3. Yes, we do. Here comes the awesome Nova looking for third place on Swarma now. New guy in third place. That is the Haas of Mango. Had a pretty good corner exit out of 17. Can he be? Looks like he's running down Zeus too. OWR down pit road. This Haas looks pretty fast. You could throw a blanket over the top 3. Swarmer looks to be falling off the pack a little bit. Oh, looks like Zeus went a little wide. That's going to open the door for Mango. Mango's going to get maybe a run down the straightaway. No. Doesn't have a lot of battery to play with, unlike Swarma. But he's close there. Can he keep it up through the chicane? He might be able to do the same move he pulled on Swarma now. Oh, a little bit loose there. We've seen him in qualifying, made a mistake just like that. And that's going to lose him a lot of track time. Zeus not close enough to make a move. Might see a move shaping up right here between Jules and K-Foz now. But I don't think Jules is going to be close enough. He's in DRS range. But is he close enough to strike? Yes, he is. He's going to make a move to the inside. And new guy up in 11. That's Jules. Swarma has fallen. Oh, looks like the Mercedes has spun it around. I'm gonna let everyone by. He might be parking it. Oh, looks like someone just smacked a braking marker right there. VSC on the track. He gets it back going now. Swarmer has left this session. NASCAR up to 4th. VSC on the track for sector 1 and 2. Drop through penalty. Bill Line for speeding under VSC. That's going to be a hurt to his race. NASCAR was letting... Oh, looks like the Sulk also got one too. Sulkin got one for a drive through. Looks like... Still under VC Nova Mango on the gearbox of Zeus. It looks like NASCAR is making a pit stop. Looks like his car just fallen off a cliff there. Biggie's coming down, so is United Darkness. Are we going to see the same move from Plaza? Yes, we do. How about Mechi? Yes, we do. Token stays out. Toxin stays out. K-Foz, is he going to be coming down? One of the best times to pit. He's coming down too. Brober Savage Speedy under VSC drive-through. This might have been a big brain move there for NASCAR because you don't have to worry about pitting and the rest do. And then lose a lot of time too. But he has to get up on that horse for your back green. That VSC restart might have caught Mango off guard because he has fallen back 1.2 seconds off of Jesus. Jesus is about a second off of Gibby's now. This looks like Gibby's has that race pace unlike Zeus. But oh, looks, you see a snap understeer from Gibby's there out of turn 15. Sorry, turn 14. Zeus is still going to be in DRS range. Looks like we got a yellow sector 3 back green though. Oh, Biggie Bez has left the session. The Mercedes Spry with another 3-second time penalty. OWR might shape up a pass on the Red Bull of Plaza. Yes, he does to the inside, side by side through 1 and 2, but clear to 9th place for OWR. The Red Bull still on his gearbox. Oh, looks like the Mercedes. That might have been a lap car. Yes, it was. Darkness looking up to make a move on Biggie Bez. Biggie Bez left the session. Darkness up to 7th place here in lap 9. NASCAR boy closing in on Toxin here, about under 8 tenths, 6 tenths now, 5 tenths. You can see a move here maybe on the straightaway, but it looks like the move is going to be made on the front straightaway. I don't have you added, my brother. To the chicane. NASCAR is going to be shaping up a move on Toxin. Yes, he does. I can't, bro. I literally can't. I'm in the middle of the race. NASCAR boy running down Swarmer's AI. It's gonna bump him up into 4th. Plaza. You got United Darkness now. 5 seconds off of Toxin. Toxin still has to pit. United Darkness does not. P1 and P2 about separated by about a second each. Zeus is going to get in the DRS though. When we're going to see people start boxing. Caution sector 2, looks like it's a Mercedes, and that looks like it is sparked again. Gap closed down to about 6 tenths, but it can be hard to keep that gap, especially with the dirty air. Gonna make the car have a lot more understeer. The closer you get to car toxin and swarmer down pit road. Sun looks like it's starting to come, trying to peek through here. Pit stops are now happening. Oh, is it a safety car? It's a VSC again. Don't know who for, but it's another VSC. Who is it for? NASCAR boy. Stuck behind Nova. Why is Nova not going? Wait. It's not Nova. Who is it? Bill Lynch is holding up the pack. Does Blood not know it's a VSC? He's just cooking everybody. Green is back. That was weird. Natural just got cucked out of that situation. What in the world happened? Just like Bill Lynch just stopped right in front of him. That is definitely going to be investigated after this session. That really hurt NASCAR boy. He was 21 seconds behind the VSC came out. Now he's 34 seconds behind. That just takes him out of play for this race win. Top three still under a second. 7/10 off of each other. Mango closing in on Zeus. To expect in the box anytime now. Zeus closing. You got a lap car in front of these guys. That is, looks like it's Doggo. He's just gonna let him buy blue flags. Lap 13 now. If I'm Zeus, I'll probably pit a 4. Catch Gibby's off guard. And if I don't know. If I'm Mangoes, when does Mangoes pit? That's the question. He quit before. Oh, he's gonna get to the back bumper. That's gonna slow down Zeus. That's gonna get Mango right on the gearbox of Zeus. Just looks like Gibby just had a bad corner exit off of 11 now. But Nova couldn't capitalize off of it. Jules, 10-second time penalty, speeding into the pits. We're gonna see these guys pit this time by. Who's gonna make the first move? They both stay out. Oh, we might have a move here for P2. He's going to stuff it up in there. Contact is made. Wheel-to-wheel contact, and Nova into P number 2. This is not going to be happy about that. Jules DNF'd. OWR might be making a move on another Red Bull. Two Red Bulls might get past in a matter of a lap, and yes, he does. Side by side. New guy up in the 6th. That is OWR. Plaza down to P7. Machi now right there with him. Imagine having a pretty solid day here. Pretty quiet day here in Japan. Got a beautiful shot by the helicopter. Ready to go. We're going to see another move. Zeus down pit road. He's the first one to strike. Nova has no battery left. Zeus down pit road now. He's going to be putting on the hards. And there he goes. That's your boy. 3-second time penalty. Too many track limit warnings. Just look how much NASCAR getting held up by that Haas has hurt him. He is still about 10 seconds back, and he lost about 10 seconds being stuck behind him. That would have been a close battle. Very, very close. Plaza was looking to make a move on the other McLaren, just not close enough. Good battle there for 6th and 7th. Now, who's going to be the first one to make a move right here, though? Out of these two. Both of them slipping around. Tires very, very hot and worn. Who's going to be the first one to shoot? That's both of them coming out at the same time now. Just can't speed or make a mistake. Nova, 10-second time penalty speeding. That's going to hurt his chance at winning this race. It not kills every shot. He was trying to be a little more aggressive on pit entry, and it came back to bite him. Heartbreaking for Nova. Oh, looks like a Mercedes is around. That is the 18th place guy. He gets it back going. He's going to come out right behind Nova. Now what does Nova do? Does he stay in the middle of this fight, or does he let Zeus go? We're about to find out. OWR has fell down to 9th. Stormer has got back in this race. He was in 4th before he cut out. Now he's all the way back down in 8th. Another Mercedes around there. That's the same guy as before. The Alpine lets them by. Blue flags. This might be what Zeus wants. He could, I don't know. I mean, if you're Mango, you could pull and try to get a 10-second gap. That's highly unlikely. But never say never. We're gonna see a move made down into the chicane. Burbo Setters 3-second warning. Yes, we do. Here goes a move. A contact is made. All of them under a blanket. No battery for Mingo. He's gonna get it maybe passed by the Red Bull. Yes, he is. Red Bull looking to the inside. He cuts him off. So he's gonna have to stay behind him. Blue Dogo has DNF'd, retired out of the session. He is done for the night. OWR down pit road now. Mingo's just staying where he's at. He won't have to worry about losing a podium place. Well, now he does. 3-second time penalty. He lets Jesus by. So this could get interesting. Reminder, NASCAR also has a 3-second time penalty. Lap 17 out of 27. 11 laps to go. Here we go. We're gonna see him. Looks like Zeus is too far back. Swarma might be making a move here on Plaza. But that line there for Swarmer's gonna hurt him. Looks like Plaza just got shot out of a rocket. And Swarmer's gonna have no battery to play with now. Closing in, but not close enough. Keep an eye here on NASCAR Boy. He controls his own destiny to get a podium here. But Darkness is right behind NASCAR Boy. This could get interesting. I have a battle here for P4. And Zeus out of DRS range here early in this lap. OWR 3-second time penalty. Ten laps to go. Heron Suzuka. And that's where we're going a little wide there. Looks like his tires are starting to wear. And United Darkness putting pressure on. Gibby's fastest lap of the 1:32 on hards. Looks like Nova's gotten past Zeus there. I don't think Darkness is going to be close enough to make a move on NASCAR Boy. Yeah, too far back. Too far back to make him any types of moves. But Swarmer is also too far back out too. It's not close enough to make a dive for it. He's going to miss the apex completely. Still holds his ground. Looks like the Mercedes has spun again. At some point, you just gotta accept the loss and just retire. Don't want to hurt that engine too much. I just don't think these guys have anything for. Gibby is here, coming to get 8 laps to go in Japan. He has a half a second lead over the speed guy in P2. Swarmer might be close enough to make a move this time by. See if he does or not. Don't know if he had Darkness. United Darkness comes down pit road. Swarmer just overshot at Plaza 3-second time penalty. That's gonna hurt with especially in the fence to Swarmer. Now Plaza has to drive away by 3 seconds. This can be hard for him to do. And Jesus, Zeus, 2 seconds off the leader with 8 to go. It'd be very, very difficult for him to close in. Very difficult. Gibby says a 3-second lead KFOS, 3-second time penalty. Who's left that hasn't got a time penalty at all? The Mercedes has retired, and that's going to bring out, I think, a VSC again. It brings out a VSC. The other Mercedes comes down pit road, so his team retiring. That gives Mucci an advantage. Swimmer down pit road. There's the Ferrari of Toxin. OWR down pit road. K5 drive-through penalty. Speeding on pit road. That's a no-go. But the guy that wanted this to be a full safety car was Zeus. To bring him back in the fight. But just doesn't look like he has the race pace. If nothing goes wrong, he's still going to come on with a P2. Look at this cluster of cars. But I mean, what a race by Gibbies though. Excellent race for him. But still has a couple more laps to go. Zeus, 3-second time penalty. So that fight between him and Nova just got heated because this is for position now. This is for position, and that pretty much just puts the nail through the coffin for him to be able to charge down the leader to take the win. But no, this battle could get interesting now. Yes, it is for position. That just puts some more life back in the Nova. How much ERS does... Oh, Mingo has a lot of ERS compared to the Red Bull. We could have a movie before he even makes it to the chicane. Red Bull locks up and Mango to second with DRS too. He's just going to drive off into the sunset. That move caught Zeus off guard. He was not expecting Mango to get a crazy run like that. Here's a battle for 5th and 6th might be heating up between Plaza and Darkness now. Just not close enough, not in DRS range. Zeus has fallen back about a second from Nova. Here on lap 23. Hear them lighting up their tires on corner exit. Looks like we got an Alpine stop there. It was Darkness that spun her around as Machi goes past, and he was running down Plaza. Now he's going to lose the spot to Machi. A mistake made by United Darkness now. Huge costly mistake, and that's going to probably going to ruin his chances to even get P6, because he has a 3-second time penalty if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, 3-second time penalty. Everyone has a 3-second time penalty. Oh, forgot about Manga. Manga actually has a 13-second time penalty because he was speeding into the pits. So it's gonna be hard for him to pull away 10 seconds now. I don't know, this darkness in DRS range. Yes, he is. He's gonna get some DRS down the front straight using his battery. It's gonna be close enough to make a move. He's gonna go for it. He goes to the outside of turn 1. He clears him before he even gets to turn 2. He could not probably drive away. Remember, he needs a 3-second gap if he wants to stay in 6th place. 4 laps to go. Gibbies has this one under control. Might have a battle here. Biggie Bez falling all the way down the order. Oh my God, Swarma. Upset over the radio. Gibby's holding Shire 3 laps until he's gonna go back to back. Remember, he won at Australia last time out. Looking to go back to back. Dominated this race from start to finish. Has not gave up the lead at all on track. After he took it, he just ran away with it. This crazy performance. Hasn't put a step wrong in this Grand Prix. No time penalties, no mistakes. An excellent drive here. Another time penalty goes to Bro Savage, his teammate in V-Carb. I'm gonna get 2 laps to go. Even if he does get a time penalty, it ain't gonna hurt him. Nova has a 13-second, and Zeus has a 3-second time penalty. What a race we have seen. On a track that's known to be very difficult to have overtaking, but we've seen our fair share amount of overtaking here tonight. A good battle between Gibbies and Zeus when they was battling there. Trading blows back and forth. Got a caution sector 2. Who is that? Looks like it is the Williams of Spark. He's going to drop down to 14th. Going to drop down to 15th now. He's just going to crap. You can't DNF, right? No front wing loss on that machine. Gibby is looking to take the white flag. Zeus started on pole, same song, different verse. One pole at Australia. And he's gonna come second to the guy that he's almost looped it around. Swarming with the fastest lap at 1:29.4. But Zeus gonna come home second if he don't make a mistake. But what a race, and what a start to the season for this guy. I mean, absolute domination. Last week, it was a little bit closer between him and Zeus. I mean, there's passes left and right in Australia, but there's passes here left and right early on for those two. It's just better car this weekend compared to Zeus. Way better car. Has about a 6-second lead over him, and I don't want to mark out Nova. I mean, Nova, he ain't gonna finish second, but he's still gonna finish on the podium. But I mean, what an amazing race by him. What an amazing race by Nova. Had a good qualifying session. Hell, he even can battle for the lead here early on. Had a good battle between him and Zeus. But that speeding violation on pit road is going to get the best of him. But Gibby is he has 3 more corners to navigate until he's home free. Through 18, Gibby's is going to go back-to-back here in Suzuka. What a race. Nova's going to cross the line P2, but he's going to finish P3. Zeus P2, NASCAR boy. Quiet all day long. What really screwed him was when there was a VSC and the Haas just parked it right in front of him. He's gonna come across the line P4 in Plaza through the chicanes. He's gonna come across the line P5. Red Bull's looking strong though in the constructors, with probably the lead of the constructors too. Alpine of United Darkness P6, John Machi P7. Toxin's gonna come across the line P8. OWR is gonna come across the line P9. I mean, what a bounce back for Plaza. Race start, he was all the way down in 16th, spun out in the grass. He's gonna come home P5. What a race for him. But there is your winner of Gibby's. Getting it done. What a race. There is your podium. And there's your podium celebrations. Well, that's going to be it here tonight at Suzuka. Next time you see us, we will be in the deserts of Bahrain, the 21st of December. We want to congratulate Gibby's on picking up the win, and we will see y'all next Sunday. Good night, everybody.